Good morning, children. So today we are going to see how we can create and customize table of contents. Okay, so we already seen how to create a table and how we can just make changes in the previous session. So here in Writer, in OpenOffice Writer, the table of content feature lets us build an automated table of contents from the headings in your document. Okay, so before you start, make sure that the headings in your document are styled consistently. So for example, if you want to use the heading 1 style for chapter titles you have to use heading 1 and heading 2 and heading 3 styles for chapter subheadings like that. So we can just open that. So opening Writer's table of contents feature. So to open Writer's table, Writers means OpenOffice Writer, it's table of contents feature and insert a new table of content in the document. Follow the steps. Place your cursor at the point where you want to insert the table of contents. Then from the main menu, choose Insert Indexes and Tables. Then go to Indexes and Tables tab. The insert index table window opens. So how to do that? So open the Writer, then keep the cursor where you want to insert the table of contents, then go to insert, then indexes and tables, then indexes and a table option. Okay, so you will get a sub window like this. So here we have 5 tabs: index or table, entries, styles, columns and background. So we have 5 tabs over here. So the first tab is selected by default. Okay, so there are the type and title option is there, create index or table is there, create from is there, and in the left side the table of contents, how it will appear. So if you give heading 1 for the first one and heading the later will be the subheadings. Okay, so how we can just display in this format. Okay, so how we can do this format, so that is what we are going to see now. Okay, so next after opening this table we will get a dialog box like this, index insert index or table dialog box. Okay, then after that they are explaining how we can do that. The insert or index table window has 5 tabs, then 4 of them are used when creating a table of contents. So out of 5, 4 of them are using when creating a table of contents. So use the index or table tab to set the table's attributes. So please underline or mark it when I ask you to do that. So already marked in my document. So use the index or table tab to set the table's attribute. So what is the use of index or table tab? It is used to set the table's attribute. That is answer. So use the entries and styles tab to format the table entries. So entries and styles tabs are used to format the table entries. Use the background tab to add color. So background usually used to give a background color or image to the table background. Okay. So these are the index table entries and styles and background tab. Okay. So these are the uses of these tabs. Then the next 4 sections of this chapter tell you how to use each of these 4 tabs. In the previous box located on the left hand side of each tab shows you as you work how the table of contents will look. So that's what we got here. The left table looks how we got after changing this contents. Okay, entries, if you want to just, there are 5 tabs. For second one is entries, then styles, we can change the styles, then columns, how many columns you want, then the background color or even pictures you can give. Okay, so all this you can just preview over here. So by default it will look like this. Okay, the next one, using the index or table tab, that's the first tab in our window. So use the index or table tab to set the table's attributes. Okay, tables attributes. Attributes means actually the name indicates the column. So column values is called the attributes. Okay, so setting the basic attributes, how you can set the basic attributes to set the table's basic attributes. Okay, so we have already some options in this one. Okay, all this table of contents, then table of contents, title, type, create index or table, create from, all these options are there. So we can just change it. So from the type drop down list in the type and title area of the tab, select table or contents if it is already selected. So this is the first one, title and type. Table of contents we can change if you want. Table of contents, alphabetical index, illustration group index, etc, etc. So if you want to change, you can change it. Then next, a table of contents if isn't already selected. Then from the drop down list in the create index or table area, select the entire document. Okay, then in the create from area, check the outline checkbox. Okay, then outline checkbox already selected. Outline checkbox is already selected. Then in the create from area, clear the index marks checkbox. So from the create from area, so create from area, then you have to they said that clear the index mark checkbox, clear the index mark. So index mark you have to clear. Okay, so you have to clear that. Clear means uncheck it. So that is what they said. Then what next? So we already done select table of contents. Okay, so select table of contents from the title, then table of contents here also, then from the entire document, from the create index or tables, select the entire document, then create from outline and uncheck this index mark. By default it was selected, so we have to uncheck that. So all these are set. Then adding a title. If you would like to add to the table of contents to have a title, okay, enter it in the title field. Okay, if you want to change the title, if writer enters a title in this field automatically, if you can change it by simply typing over the value. So after creating the table also you can change it by just deleting the title and clear the title field. Otherwise here itself you can just change the title name. Okay, so here it is already by default table of contents. So you can change the title if you want. Then next, uh, protecting against manual changes. That means if you want to set it as default, that means nobody should change the contents of the table or index format. To protect the table of contents from being changed accidentally, check the protected against manual changes checkbox. Okay, if this checkbox is checked, the table of contents can only be changed using the context menu or the insert table or index window. So you have to, if that field is selected, this field is selected, you can just change the contents only by selecting the index or table option. Okay, otherwise you will not able to change it. So if you want to make it permanent changes, you have to check this, that is protected against manual changes. You will not able to change it after the creation of the table. Okay, then changing the number of levels. So by default the writer evaluates 10 levels of heading, okay, when it builds the table of contents. To change the number of levels by manually, enter the desired number in the evaluate up to levels pin box. Okay, so if you want to change the level of headings, you can change it. Okay, less than by maximum there is 10 levels, but if you want to reduce that, you can change the number of levels. Okay, so I am not changing any of them. Now next is assigning custom styles. Custom styles, if you want to change the styles, writer automatically assigns to the table of contents all paragraphs formatted with the default heading styles, that is heading 1, heading 2 and so on. To assign paragraphs formatted with custom styles, follow these steps. What are the steps? In the create from area, check the additional styles checkbox. In the create from area, you have to check additional styles. If you want to add manual styles or custom styles, you have to check this box. Then click the 3-dot button to the right of the checkbox. The assign styles window opens, so it will looks like this. Okay, so when you click on that 3 buttons on this, you will get another dialog box which looks like this. In our heading we have only this much. Okay, so assign styles will be this much. Then next what they are asked to do, they have more than that. Okay, default heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, etc, etc are there. So in the not applied column, in this column, click the styles that you want to assign to the table of contents. Okay, so table of contents, that means there are 10 levels. We selected 10 levels. So if you want caption in the first level, so you can just click on this button. So we already selected. So when you select on this double arrow button, it will move to this right side. And if you want to move it to the left side, you can just click on this double less than symbol. That's what they said. So use the double greater than button to move the selected styles to the desired outline level. For example, that is custom design. We are designing ourselves. So if you want paragraph formatted with the selected style to appear as the top level entries in the table of contents, click the double greater than button once to move the styles to the first column. To move the style in the opposite direction, use the double less than symbol. At last, you have to click OK to save your changes and return to the index or table tab, or click cancel to return without saving changes. So what we have to do, so if you want to move this caption to the first level, so what you are supposed to do, click on this symbol, and heading to the second level, click like this. Okay, and like this. So if you want to change the level means styles, you have to click on this one and just keep where you want, and click on OK button if you apply that, or if you don't want to apply any of this custom style, cancel. I cancelled that. Okay, the next one, using the entries tab. So using the entries tab, that is the next tab. So we already covered the first tab, the index or table tab. Now next is entries tab. When you click on entries tab, so you will get the different levels. We selected 10 levels, and the structure and formatting option is there, where the structure you can give these options. So that will define in the theory part. Actually, when you create all this, you need not give all these settings. Okay, we will get already a pre-formatted style. Okay, so that is enough for our documentation. So if you want further manual changes, you can just go for this. Now use the entries tab to format the entries in the table of contents. For each outline level, you can add and delete elements such as chapter numbers, and you can also apply character styles to individual elements. That means if you format this entry tab, you can just set some other styles. So like they are telling here, see already they are displayed here. To begin, click a level number in the level column. This is a level column. To select the outline level whose elements you want to format. So first level formation, if you want to format, you just click on the first level, and what you want to do, you will be able to apply your changes to all outline levels later. You can apply to all the outline levels after finishing one level. The structure line displays the elements for entries in that level. Each button on the structure line represents one element. Each button on the structure line, this is the structure line, represents one element. Then here E hash button represents the chapter number. Okay, and E button represents the entry next. The T button represents a tab stop. Sometimes these all come for your fill in the blanks or some other part. So please note this. Okay, so E hash button represents chapter number, E button entry text, then T button tab stop, hash button page number, LS button start of a hyperlink. This button doesn't appear on the default lines structure line, and LE represents end of hyperlink. Okay, LS means start of hyperlink, LE means end of hyperlink. So each white field on the structure line represents a blank space. Okay, so actually you need not do all these structures. By default it will come for your entries. So deleting elements. So that means if you want to just give some level, some structure and formatting, so you can first level, okay, you can just select one of them. Okay, so you can just select character styles, bullets, what character style you want to give for the first level E hash, that is chapter number, isn't it? Okay, then bullets, if you want to give a bullet for the chapter number, you can give, or drop caps, you can give drop caps for your this chapter number. So bullets, if you want to give a bullet, that will be there. Okay, so otherwise by default option is there. Okay, you can give default option. If you want to change by default how it will look, you can see that. Then format number. Okay, number without separator or number. Okay, by default it is a number. Okay, then next one, 2, level 2. If you want to give level 2, in level 2 if you want entry, okay, you can just select entry tab. Okay, character style, if you want to give any character style, you can just select there. We give none of. Okay, so then like that, so you will be having so many levels of headings. So levels, and you can give structure to each level also. Okay, this is what this entries tab means. Then format tab, position relative to paragraph, style, indent. Okay, we give okay. So okay, then if you give okay, sorry, I didn't want to give the okay button, select button, because we have to go for many of them. So once again we are just giving insert, index, table, index and table. That option we are giving by default option, we are giving that. Okay, additional styles, if you want to give additional styles, you can give additional style. Okay, caption to the first one. Okay, okay button, here you can click, but this button at last you want to click here. Okay, index marks, if you want to select index mark, you have to just unmark that. We already did it for the last one. Okay, we don't want any additional style. Then don't click on OK button. Okay, so we are just continuing with that. Then entries, deleting elements. To delete an element from the structure line, click the button that represents that element and then press the delete key on your keyboard. For example, to delete a tab stop, click the T button and then press the delete key. So that's what they did. In entries, click the T button and then you have to click on delete button. Okay, so that is what they want to do. So if you are selected to T, okay, and if you want to just remove that T button, okay, then they said element, press the delete key on your keyboard. Okay, on your keyboard. So for example, to delete a tab stop, click the T button and then press the delete button in your, okay, I'm just want to delete the page number, so delete it. So that button will means removed from the part. Okay, I selected remove delete button. Okay, then next option is adding elements. To add an element to the structure line, follow these steps. Adding elements. Place your cursor in the white field to the left of where you want to insert the element. Okay, click one of the 5 buttons that are just below the structure line. For example, to add a tab stop, click the tab stop button. Okay, a button representing the new element appears on the structure line. So they mean you have to just select one of the space in this, okay, and just type any of the button or any of the character to do that particular action. Okay, so click one of the 5 buttons that are just below the structure line. A button representing the new element appears on the structure line. Okay. Note that if you insert a hyperlink, you must indicate both the beginning and end of the link. For example, to change the default structure line so that the chapter number and the entry text from a hyperlink. Follow these steps. So this is actually not necessary for you because it's complicated. So you need not give actually this indexes and table and indexes contents option, and actually you can just create a table, simple table, and just give all the options. This is one advanced options. On the structure line, place your cursor on the structure line. Place your cursor in the white field to the left of the E hash button. Recall that E hash button represents the chapter number. That is the first one. Click the hyperlink button. An LS button representing the start of the hyperlink appears on the structure line. Okay, so here first of all you have to select here. Okay, then means next they say click the hyperlink button. Okay, left to the E hash button, recall that represents the chapter number. Okay, then go to the hyperlink button and LS button, hyperlink button. This is hyperlink button, and here LS button came. Okay, so here you have to do what? So ls button representing the start of the hyperlink appears on the structure line. On the structure line, place your cursor in the white field to the right of the E button. Recall that E button represents the entry text. Okay, so click the hyperlink button again. Then an LE button. Okay, that is end of the hyperlink. Okay, so here you want to type some text as the hyperlink where in the entry part. Okay, so here in the hyperlink button, ls representing the start of them, then field to the right of the E. Place your cursor in the white field to the right of E button that represent the entry text. Okay, so here you have to go to the right of E. Here you have to type the end start of the entry text. Okay, then next we have to click the hyperlink button again and LE button. Then you have to click on hyperlink button again and then LE button. Okay, so then what? Recall the E button represents the entry, LE button representing the end of the hyperlink appears on the structure line. Okay, so applying character style. To apply character style to an element on the structure line. So on the structure line, that means character styles. Click the button that represents the element to which you want to apply a style. Click the button that represents the element to which you want to apply a style. So on the structure line, so you have to click on the button where you want to apply the character style. So you just go for the character style. Structure character style. So on that you have to just click on what style you want for that particular character. That's it. Then next, to view or edit the attributes of a character style, select the styles from the character style drop down list and then click on the edit button. So here we have a drop down list. You can just choose any of them and see what are the changes made to your. Here some changes have already come. So definition like that. So here we started with the F, that is a hyperlink. Hyperlink will be in blue color. On the left side you can see when we start with F letter, it will mark as a hyperlink. Okay, that's it. Now next one, drop down list and click the edit button if you want. Now applying changes to all outline levels. To apply the displayed structure and formatting to all outline levels, click the all button. So if you want to apply all the styles to all the levels, you have to click on all button. Okay, you have to click on all button, then it will be applied to all the styles, all the levels. Now next, using the styles tab. Styles tab means it is used to apply the paragraph styles to the table of contents. Okay, so paragraph style can be applied using this styles tab. You can apply different paragraph styles to each outline level of the table. Okay, so here if you select the styles tab, you will get a window like this, and where you want to just make a user changes. To apply paragraph style to an outline level, follow the steps. In the level list box, click the paragraph style that you want to apply. Which paragraph style you want to apply? Title level 1, whichever you want. Then click the button to apply the selected paragraph style to selected outline level. Okay, so click the button. Paragraph styles you have to select. Level you want to select here. Paragraph style you want to select here. So each level which style you want to apply, you can just choose from the list of options. Click the button, left arrow button to apply the selected paragraph style to the selected outline level. Okay, this button to the outline level. To remove paragraph styles from the outline level, okay, so that's what we see here. When you click on styles, you will get a window like this. Level 1, you want which paragraph style you want, content 1, and you can just go back to this one, select content 2 like this. Okay, so you can just choose any of them by using this thing. Now next, to view the edit attribute of the paragraph style, click the styles in the paragraph style list box and then click the edit button. Okay, so here we can edit it. There is an edit button if you want to change that paragraph style of a particular level. So you can just make edit button. Okay, now next one, using the background tab. Background tab is used to add color or a graphic to the table background. That will be an interesting one, because your table will be stand out, okay, with a specific color or a background image, whatever it is. So adding color, how you can add color to the background of a table. To add color to the background of the table or content, simply click the desired color in the color grid. Okay, so if you click on any particular color, okay, background color, so you can just choose any color, orange color. Okay, so you can give a color to the background, okay, that will be displayed in the table. The next, okay, adding a graphic. To add a graphic to the background of the table of contents, follow these steps. From the as drop down list, okay, so there is a drop down list here as, okay, so here you can choose the graphic, select the graphic. The background tab displays the graphic options. Okay, so it will look like a graphic option, so from which you can choose. Okay, then from this, click the browse button. Then you can click the browse button here, and the find graphic window opens. Find the graphic file that you want to use, and then click the open button. The find graphic window closes, and the selected graphic appears in the graphic preview box on the right hand side of the background tab. If you don't see the graphic, check the preview checkbox underneath the graphic preview box. Okay, if you want a graphic, you just click here and select graphic, so you will get it. And when you click on browse button, you will get any picture. So when you click on that one, okay, you can just open it. We have a picture, and that will be termed as a preview button. That will come over here, so that will be the background of that particular table of content. Okay, if you don't see the graphic, check the preview checkbox underneath the graphic preview box. That is what they say. We already got that. In the type area of the background tab, choose how you want the background graphic to appear. In the type area of the background tab, choose how you want the background graphic to appear. The position the graphic in a specific location in the background. Select the position, and then, so you can just keep the position. Okay, so type attribute position, where you want to position it. Okay, you can just make changes to the position of the background tab. Okay, then area, where you want that area. Then tile, okay, whatever you want, you can just change it. How you can change? Then let us see that. The position of the graphic in a specific location in the background. Select position, and then click the desired location in the position grid. So there is a grid, position grid. Okay, then select position, select a particular position in the grid. So these are the positions in the grid. So where you want to place that image, you can select that. By default, it will be in the center. Okay, then next one, to stretch the graphic so that it fills the entire background area, select area. To repeat the graphic, the entire background, and select the tile. So if you want this area, so that also will be particular area where you want to keep that image. So okay, that doesn't move, this doesn't move, so that area and the tile. So tile means that will be tile means repeated, the means picture will be printed. Select the tile. To repeat the graphic across the entire background area, select a tile if you want. Okay, then deleting color or graphs. To delete the color or graphic from the background, follow the steps. From the as drop down list, select the color, click no fill on the color grid. So if you don't want any of them, you can just redo that. So go to the as, then their color, then there will be no fill is there, so you can just give that. If you want any color, you can just select a particular color, or if you want any graphic, you can give a graphic also. Okay, so that's all. So our saving the table of contents. To save the table of contents, so far we have just selected the manual, we have applied the manual properties to the table of contents. Now to save the table of contents so that the table appears in your document, click OK button. Now at last you want to click the OK button down here. Okay, then after that, maintaining a table of contents, editing a table of contents. Okay, so to edit the table of contents, click anywhere in the table. So when you click on OK button, what happens? So we already got it. So we got the background color. We have given certain color. If you won't give any color, it will come like this. Okay, so that is the table of contents. Now what next? So here from the click anywhere in the table of contents and then right click, the context menu appears. To edit the existing table of contents, it will appear. So from the context menu, choose the edit index or table. Click anywhere on the table and right click. Then you will get the context menu. So right click on the table. Okay. This menu will get. So here you can edit any of this case, character, update index of table, then whatever it is, edit paragraph, style, delete index, whatever it is, you can just do the editing there. Edit index or table we want to select. The insert index or table window opens. Again edit, when right click on it, edit index or table, again that will open, the same window will open. There you can make changes. Okay, so again and save the table using the 4 tabs described in the previous chapter, in the previous section. So updating a table of contents. To update a table of documents, table of contents, when changes are made to the document, click anywhere on the table of contents and right click. Then you will get the context menu. Okay, then there update index or table. Click on update index or table. Writer updates the table of contents to reflect the changes in the document. Then what you want to do, the deleting the table of contents, click anywhere, then right click, then from the context menu. From the context menu, choose delete index or table. Writer deletes the table of contents. The writer won't prompt you to confirm the delete. Use caution when deleting a table of contents. Okay, that's what you want to just note it. Then this is the last assignment. So here actually you need not use the create table of contents for your project. Okay, so any project, here you can do any project. This is your assignment for this chapter, for this section. And you have to just create a table of contents for your project, any project. Create a document in Word. In Word means the writer's software, on a topic of your choice of minimum 10 pages. There should be 10 pages. Okay, 10 writer pages. Then format the document with various fonts. Minimum 12 and maximum 15. Font size should be minimum 12 and maximum 15. So you can just vary according. Then under margins, minimum 2 and maximum 2. Margin you have to set. Okay, so this is okay. Then the margin, this is minimum to maximum 4 margin you have to set, and you have to create a table of contents and just create it. That's all for any of your project. Okay, then you will understand how it looks like. The document should include a bulleted or numbered list. We learned last year. We learned in the lower class. Then B, a table containing relevant details. You have to create a table containing relevant details. Then a picture of lion using clip art gallery. So that project is related to a topic, okay, where the picture of a lion should be there. An example of word art should be there. A header with student name and date should be there. Okay, then a footer. Header means on the top, footer means bottom. That we learned last year. Footer with a pagination. Okay, so all this page number should be there in the footer. So all these should, with all these instruction, you have to create a table of contents for this document. Okay, that's the last one. Last topic we have learned in this chapter. And mail merge. For mail merge, I will give you another document, another topic, because from the last year, this is a continuation of last year. So last year we didn't learn about mail merge. Actually, mail merge is an option for creating a mail. Okay, email to the email and merge to the net. That's it. So that beginning part I will give you as a note. Okay, so you need not go for now. Okay, so by this topic we will stop this chapter and we will start the next unit in the next class. Okay, at last I will give you the topic for a note for implement mail merge. Okay, so please do this assignment and I will give you another assignment also. You just please go through that and complete the assignment in a notebook, in your notebook, IT notebook, and submit when I asked you to do so. Okay, so you have to complete it regularly. Okay, on a regular basis you have to complete your notes assignments. Thank you.